Aviva, if you can come with us, we've got 2 minutes. Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, my mom made me sit in a car for 2.5 hours to come to this meeting, but the worst part of it was that we were using not gasoline, not hemp fuel, and I'm very sad about that. If anyone wants to get up and stretch, you are welcome to. I won't be offended. Sorry about that. He kind of took over, but thank you so much, Chairman, and there's several chairmen in this esteemed committee. I really appreciate you listening to us today. I just want to say, what is wrong with kids these days? Why are they paying 4 cents, 4 solid cents for a hit of vape? That's ridiculous. They should be buying strawberries or string beans. I know, it's very strange. We need more dancing, we need more singing, we need more celebration of life, we need more love.
2 hours earlier.
At schools, they're selling hits off of the vapes. THCO, HHC, it's just like alphabet soup. And I also wanted to look to see how affordable this is to you. So basically, it comes up to around 3 to 4 cents per hit. Now, we love entrepreneurship. I'm sure they're making money off of it. But 3 to 4 cents per hit, that's very affordable for kids. I mean,
we need more love. And that's why I'm very confused about how anyone would think prohibition was safe.
Just moments earlier.
Thank you, everyone. Michael Mumper, the Executive Director of Georgians for Responsible Marijuana Policy. Georgia's at a turning point. On one side, we know that the science has not caught up with the rapid growth of intoxicating hemp products. Delta-9 is just one of them. It could be argued that with the industry being as highly innovative as it is, with non-compliance being as high as it is, with new cannabinoid products seeming to be generated every month, that prohibition is the only real safe solution until more science comes out to tell us.
Prohibition is the only real safe solution.
Real safe solution.
Until more science comes out to tell us how these poisonings are happening. What is safe levels of consumption?
That's why I'm very confused about how anyone would think prohibition was safe, because it causes people to go to jail, and jail is very traumatizing. And when you're traumatized, then what happens is you already might have inner child issues. Exactly, you're doing a great job, Mom, keep going. And so if you're traumatized on top of that, you can ask anyone in recovery counseling. Ask my therapist, ask any counselor. They do not want their patients going to jail, because that will re-traumatize them. All the work that they did to get them through the addiction in the first place is all undone. So I just want you to rethink that.
I think people stay stuck when they feel hopeless, that they're never going to get this, they're never going to be able to change, their life would never get better. I'll often hear from family members when their loved one is in jail that they're like, thank heavens, they're in a safe place at least. There's actually this sense of relief. There's even a term for it called a rescued. If imprisonment were an effective intervention for addiction, for example, we wouldn't see that actually the time after getting released from prison, there's 130 times increased risk of dying from a drug-related cause.
130 times increased risk of dying from a drug-related cause.
After people leave prison, and that your risk of dying ever from addiction is much, much higher if you've ever been imprisoned. And some people are incredibly resilient, and against all odds, even with the most trauma, they can make it through, and that's incredible. But that doesn't mean that we should create a system that makes it as hard as possible on people. It doesn't mean that we should create a system that makes it as hard as possible on people.
And also, don't forget to tell them if someone has too much THC, they can eat peppercorns. What? Yeah, they can chew them, and it helps to bring it down. That is crazy. Why don't we know this? Why doesn't the Poison Center know this? Why doesn't the ER know this? I told my brother, who's an ER doctor, he's seen a couple of cases, to just, CBD actually brings it down. And that's why we wrote this song. Okay, here we go. CBD, when it's raised, it decreases THC. When you raise the THC in the plant, it decreases the CBD. That's it. We thought we'd sing it so you remember. One more time. If you raise the CBD, then you decrease the THC. When you're growing the plant, if it's high THC, then it's low THC. CBD. Mom, you did not. I just made that up. I'm sorry, I didn't memorize it. Okay, so just one more second, please. On that note, it is just a travesty that we have this 0.3% THC limit, because industrial hemp for farmers in the South, the THC is the sunscreen. And so it will raise in the fields. And so it's really hard for farmers to do that. Okay, sorry, I get really nervous when it's like, your time is over, but I just want to travel really far for this. But basically, my main point is that we have an opportunity here in Georgia to either raise the THC limit on hemp or introduce recreational cannabis with low THC flower, because that is the one thing that is so safe. All of these issues that we're having is with the vapes, everything else, not the safe flower.
Thank you
and
for
there's
being here.
nowhere in the world.
No.
There's nowhere in the world that has the 1%, 5%.
Thank you for bringing us some information. Aaron Jimenez, and then Stanley Atkins. It was a nice song. Please.
One half hour later.
I want to tell the committee how fortunate you are to have Avita bring Squiggles here today, and the ukulele.
A rare combination.
She comes to our Ag Committee meetings often and entertains our committee, and so y'all just have a little flavor of what we get at the Ag Committee.
All right, I think that's a good note for us to say thank you for coming to Augusta, like I said, the second capital city of Georgia, and we will adjourn this meeting, and we'll see everyone on September 25th.
6 months earlier.
Aviva, where are you? There you are. And you brought Squiggles.
Scribbles is here.
I was hoping you did. Representative Corbett has really been looking forward. He's been asking me all week if you were going to be here. And so please speak to the committee.
Well, thank you. Hi. I just want to stress how hopeful I am that you will include some of my peers who know a lot more science than I do about cannabis. There are literally cannabis universities here studying how it works. I understand the importance of this bill when it comes to isolates. I would love to see a comparative analysis in it to just the natural flower, which is God-made.
Yeah, what she said.
And that's all. I mean, I'm just going to keep it really brief. I'm really hopeful that you'll include some of our peers. So that's it. Thank you.
Well, thank you for your comments. Has anybody got questions? Representative Corbett?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for bringing. And I've been pronouncing Scribbles' name wrong all these years. I've been calling him Scribbles, and it's.
Could you clarify that?
Clarify his name for me.
For some reason, Corbett started the bad habit of calling me Squiggles, and now I walk around the Capitol and people call me Squiggles, but that's okay. My name is Scribbles.
Scribbles. For the
Thank
record.
you. All right, we got a couple more.
Congratulations, you have reached the end of this video. I am so proud of you for watching everything.
Should I just give up? I just want to give up.
I know. Never. Never make mistakes. Give it.
So annoying. It takes so much time.
It is. Patience is energy.
Don't give up. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up. 'Cause you got it right.
What do you think about psychedelics as a way to counteract addictive behaviors like the ones we've described?
Yeah, one of the most groundbreaking trials in the last couple of years for alcohol use disorder was psilocybin. So there's a big study of psilocybin-assisted psychotherapy for alcohol use disorder, which showed really remarkable effects. So people took psilocybin, they actually compared it. Folks came in and they either got a big dose of Benadryl or psilocybin, and then they sat with a therapist for 8 hours for this guided psilocybin journey. And they found that people drank much less after it. So it does seem to have some effect. And the thought is that part of the way psychedelics work is they increase neuroplasticity, meaning the ability for the brain to form new pathways and kind of retrain itself. And so it does seem to be a potential therapeutic for alcohol use disorder.
Psilocybin is the active compound in magic mushrooms.
Yes, exactly.